Hey everyone, it's Ryan Tisko again. Just a couple things came up, so I want to talk on them based on the last video I made. I said something that kind of confused a few. I understand now after watching it that I just want to clarify a bit. I said nobody will tell you, and then I went on and said, you know, you can go on YouTube and everybody will tell you. But that's not what I said. I actually said nobody will tell you how to figure it out. Everybody will tell you a million things. It's up to you to figure it out. And in figuring it out, you got to figure yourself out. So I wanted to kind of talk on a little bit of, well, a couple different things, but, you know, going back to the mental thing, I can't express enough how much I believe in this and how I could prove it to anybody who actually has the want to succeed and understands what succeeding is in their own opinion. Then it becomes easy once they've kind of figured that aspect out. So I kind of want to challenge the group or anybody watching this to think about what you see as success. What are you good with? I'm really kind of harping on some of this stuff because I have some people that I've met recently and some friends from the past that, they just want more money. That's all they want. They just want more money. They just want more stuff, but they don't want to buy another house. They don't want to work harder. They don't want to do all these other things that provide the money, but they want the money. And life is unfair and I'll never have it because nobody will give it to me. And I kind of touched on that last video. Where's your focus? I mean, if your focus is on just having more money, then just start flipping stuff. That's probably the easiest way. Then you don't have a real job. You can take the little bit of money that you got and buy something at a yard sale or whatever and make a few bucks. And you got what you want. Don't blame anybody else that you might see that has what you want on a higher scale and be upset that they have it and you don't. This is a hard lesson to teach a 3-year-old, but I'm going through it right now. And it's incredible to see the mental capacity even of a 3-year-old to understand actions and consequences. And a 40-year-old still doesn't. Or they won't because they chose a long time ago to not associate consequences to their actions. So I want to talk about actions. A lot of people forget to look at the past of a company. And the past of the company is the real truth to that company's current reality. That past is what got them to what you're looking at today. Same goes for the people who are successful that you just want to become and have the same type of lifestyle. You're missing all the little pieces, brick by brick by brick, piece by piece by piece, that were put one on top of another to get to the point that you see today and you think you deserve. So let's touch on that a bit. Having an Apple or any of those large corporations, people hear the past history of, it started in a garage, or this guy from IBM, or Bill Gates, and all these guys have past stories that they just see that they make $1 billion or a couple $1 million a year, and whatever they did must have been, not that hard. Or it was hard, but who cares because look at what they got. Oh, I go on that subject for days. So I'd like to help anybody who's interested in looking for their own peace of mind and success to, just chew on each little thing that you need to do to get to the big thing. You got to have a focus on a higher level of some sort, or at least have a goal in mind that you want to achieve, whether it's a higher level of life or just a higher level of happiness in yourself. You got to pick one. You got to pick something to go towards. Whatever that is, you're not going to get it tomorrow. Everybody's so used to instant gratification these days because of the internet and all these other tools that you have available to you. But those weren't built in a day either. I mean, that app that you used took months, maybe even years. Could have failed 50 million times. You have no idea because you just downloaded it today and it works wonderful. A lot of failures happen to make that work the way it works today. So it works across the board for any aspect of anything in life that you want to achieve. So let's stick to a simple subject, fitness. If you want to look like the best version of yourself, which everybody has their own version, then you need to choose what that version is. You need to attack it day by day by day. And I choose fitness because it's multi-level. I mean, it has multiple different aspects of it that you need to pay attention to actually achieve the goal. You can't just go to the gym and get ripped. I mean, it just doesn't work. I don't care what you use, who you think you are, whatever the case may be, it doesn't work. You have to actually put the work in. And the work is fitness at a gym, outside. You could canoe for a living and be fit. I mean, you could do any of the things physically, but without having a proper diet, depending on what your goals are, you're never going to get to that level of fitness that you're looking for. So simple little things, sacrifices. That's a big deal. Now, what's a sacrifice to you? Most people consider a sacrifice to be a death or some sort of, failure or struggle or no. What do you want and how do you get it? And be willing to do anything it takes to get there. That's a sacrifice. You can sacrifice your time on the weekends for years so that you have weekends forever at some point. But if you just start having weekends forever, that means you're just going to go live under a bridge and not have to worry about shit. So it's totally up to you. So for example, if I put in a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in my mouth today, is it going to negatively affect me to a point where I don't get to see the results that I want because I ate a PB&J? No. Now, if I eat that peanut butter and jelly every day for years and I don't apply exercise or other types of nutrition to my diet, I will slowly gain and I will be successful at becoming unfit. But if you work bit by bit and sacrifice the PB&J for maybe a piece of chicken for years, bit by bit by bit, you all of a sudden become the person that you aspired to be, and you can eat those PB&Js whenever you want. But you took the sacrifice in the beginning to get the result you wanted in the end, And once you receive that result, it's easy to maintain. But you need to go through the sacrifice to get there. And we'll talk more later.
Hey, it's Ryan Tisko. Thanks for tuning in. Please click the link below to subscribe. I'd love to get to meet you. Talk to you soon.